not the usual stream time, but we've got a raid live at the moment in my guild, and I thought it might be fun to come on and we can attempt to take a couple of teams in and see what we can do. But I think it'll be mostly discussing teams because, well, if you've tried taking any teams in, I think at our current levels, 81 or 82, a few people might be on. It's a tough raid. But we can't. Doesn't mean we can't have a little chat. I can try to take a couple of teams in and see how they do. Don't know how you guys have been doing, but we've been doing this heroic. Here we are. Oh, look at us up at the top there. How exciting! And we're right here at the end of phase 2 on the tank takedown at the moment. Now, in terms of phase 1 teams, I took my Jedi team in with a Imagundi lead, and I got slammed. I won't lie. I did about 60 to 70,000 damage. Now, on the other hand, in phase 2, I took in my droids, just my actual arena team, HK47, IG88, IG86, Chief Nebbit, and Jawa, Engineer. And that got me a cool 590k, which is nice. It put me down there in 8th. So droids, phase 2 definitely works, as long as you keep taking out that top turret as quickly as you can, and trying to get the left and the right turret down at the same time. Seems to be the strat. So what we'll do is we'll try to go in with some other teams and see if we can relive that glory. The other really good phase 2 team that's been going around in our guild is the Wigs, the Danger Zone team. Wedge lead, Biggs, and a bunch of other rebel fellows. If you can get a Rex in there, it seems to push it up a little bit more even. Seen a couple of guys in our guild doing as much as 750,000. See these guys up above me here at the top. I'm sure that's what they've been doing. That's where they got the bulk of their points. But yeah, it is a tough raid. What up? LordSkunk.com. That could be any number of people. But yeah, we're gonna try to take a couple of teams in, see what we can do. First, I want to see if I can spend a bit of time getting my levels up. Been mainly looking at how to use the Jawas most effectively. A lot of people saying Jawas is a phase 3 team, but I actually beginning to believe that one of the best things you could do is to take in the Jawas individually as parts of other teams, and that's what I'm going to try to do now and see if it works. Let's just get this mod here to max. It's not a bad little mod. It's not the best, but it's some extra protection. And we'll do the last few one by one. Yeah, but I found that having a couple of Jawas in, so really I can't be bothered to do that. I'll just lose some money. The Jawas, the potency is really helpful, but really the killer thing about the Jawas is the fact that you get bonus attacks whenever you use an ability. Now, that made the droids team extra powerful. We can push Dacha up to 81. Why not? That made the droids team super effective because every time Jawa Engineer was healing or boosting or throwing a grenade, was also calling in the others, and then if they got a crit, they got their 50% turn meter. So I think having Jawas spread out across different teams, as opposed to piling them all up on one, might actually be the ticket to success. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to run a Rebel team, a Lando team, on phase 2 here, but I'm going to supplement it with Dacha and Jawa and see how that goes. So maybe we can get some good damage in. I also feel like they could work well out of an Ewok stealth team as well. Dacha gets himself some stealth, and with maybe Phasma and a couple other things that could work well on phase 3. I noticed that I did quite well. Just pour myself a cup of coffee here, as usual. It's important stuff, guys. It's the only thing that keeps me going. Keeps stream juice. Nice. So let's try something out. Let's have a little play. I want to try getting my Jawas. Now, I'm not sure Jawa Scavenger actually might be a good idea here because no one else is dropping grenades. So just Dacha and Jawa. plus Lando, Stormtrooper Han, and who should we put in the last spot? I guess we could go for an Akbar. He's cleaning. Let's take Akbar in just for fun. Or we could do GS for some straightforward attack. But let's just see how we can do. We're going to do it based on percentage, and then we're going to try to back out before we die. So anything above the rule of thumb we've been going to be using in our guild is that if you can get 2 to 3%, then you're good to post your score. But anything less than that, okay. Now, because I'm getting this onslaught as soon as I start, I might be tempted to take in some real junk characters and let them bear the brunt of this onslaught. But we'll go on a bit. Clear those. Now Dutch is probably not the guy. These guys are probably not the guy for this level because their stuns are wasted on the tank. You can't really get any damage off. But AoE certainly works, but I just think my Jawas are way under-leveled at the moment to even make a dent. So it's probably not the team for this. We might need something that can bear a bit more of an attack. But let's take in a couple of some real stragglers, like my Biggs is nowhere near ready to fight. My Cat Bane is nowhere near ready to fight. My JE, and just get them in and try to eat some of that damage. I can eat that. And that. And they will die without doing any damage. Poor guys. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has any particular teams they've been taking in. Oh, I've got a message here. Sorry, I just responded to some messages on the forum. But yeah, I probably should have done this stream yesterday when I had all my good teams. But I was doing it while I was at work. So I wonder if anyone else has been putting in some damage, see if it's gone down at all. Not really. So obviously the Jawas are not really the guys for that phase because their stuns are getting wasted and all of that. So maybe try something else. We're just going to see if we can get about 2% in because we've kind of hit a wall with this tank at the moment. Yeah, the raid is very tough if you don't have that many max characters, especially on heroic. It's pretty nuts. Really, only my droids did any damage. The rest of my teams will go in and do, 100k max. I'd really like to get into phase 3, but we're not there. And by the time our guild actually gets to phase 3, I probably won't be able to stream. But we'll just try in some different builds and see what we can do. And if I get anywhere near 2 or 3%, I'll probably just post. So he's on 11.8%. Wow. What happened there? Okay, so that's the big shot. So I need to take in one more crummy character. Because they're getting a one shot straight off at the beginning. Yeah, it's just tough. we'll just take in... I quite like Dengar for phase 3. I think he could be quite handy in phase 3. My resistance pilot can take that one big hit to the face. But yeah, this isn't going particularly well. Might be a short stream today. And I'll try to get back on next time when we do some of the phases that I can actually contribute to. Yeah, so you got that 100,000 shot off. Now I might be able to do some damage. We'll try Phasma. Doesn't really leave me much for phase 3, but right now we're kind of stuck anyway. Alright. Now the tank's going to get his turn. He's going to do his AoE, but I should have plenty of guys standing to get some damage in now. Oh, whenever, after you, Mr. Tank. Okay. So 11.8%. I'm not going to pop Stormtrooper hand yet. So really, this is why AoE is so useful in phase 2, because you can hit the main tank while you damage all the guns. The problem with teams I've got at the moment is that I just can't do enough damage to take down the guns before they go off. Now with my droids, it was a different story. I was shredding the guns before they even got close to attacking. Now, hopefully Lando can carry us here, if he can stay alive long enough and just chain off enough attacks. We might get one decent hit. Let's try to take that first gun down. Nice. Oh, Lando, you disappoint me. Okay, we got slow down on everything. Now we'll pop Stormtrooper hand for that 10 meter. They're going to be forced to attack him. We'll get some turns off. Oh, weak Lando. Dodged. Okay. We will get rid of that before the AoE comes in. Oh, I should have saved it till after that. Okay, I boo-booed. I'm tempted to back out and do the same thing, but not waste my dispel when I did. Let's do that again. We might be making a bit of progress with this team. I used my dispel at the wrong time there. What if there's any way I could level up GS? He only needs one of these little disky boys here. I've got enough to spare. Just wondering if it's worth it. Yeah, he's good for both raids. I might as well get him up. I just need a ton of these. Let's go and get him. Oh, luck it happens to be healer and support day today. So I'll go get a few from that. Oh no, that's the wrong phase. Silly me. Because now we have the higher phase that I can do. Yes, this raid is difficult. Well, I just wasted a run of my regular thingy there. We'll just go out and run these normally. I need to get some dark side battles in anyway. Do 15. 16, whatever. Okay, he needs 2, huh? So he needs another 10. Yeah, it's a tough raid. I think, the other thing to consider is that at level 81, we're not really supposed to be killing the raid yet, the heroic raid yet. It's really probably geared up for level 85 teams. You're getting your butts kicked in phase 1. Yeah, it's tough. I've been meaning to get GS over... Oh, not yet. I thought that was enough. Oh, wow, yeah, you need so many of these. Oh, well. At the very least, we did a little bit of farming towards it. The other guy I want to get running is Jedi Knight Anakin, but it's just stun cuff central. So many stun cuffs. How are you supposed to get so many stun cuffs? We can get Dacha over in a little while as well. That shouldn't be too tough. Need 20 of those. I'm nearly there on this. I'm going to do some hard modes for my dailies. What kind of teams are you guys taking in? What are you having success with? What are you failing with? Or what do you think could be successful but your teams aren't quite geared or whatever it is? Yeah, those stun cuffs are an absolute nightmare. Alright, well I'll stop farming for now. It looks like we're not going to get GS up. I thought I had one of those things already made. We'll go back in and we'll try to get a little bit better RNG. And also, yeah, the Rebels on phase 2 with Wiggs lead seems to be the ticket. I don't have a Wiggs. And I don't think I'll have a Wiggs anytime too soon because I'm working on B2. Because I like droids. Alright, let's get back in and see what we can do this time. Hope for a bit of better RNG, and I will remember not to make sewers. Oh, furnaces are a nightmare. I've only just started getting in, so let's remember that 11.88, that's where we're at. I'm having, if anything, worse RNG than before. Right. No need to pop Han yet. Okay, we got a crit there. Nice crit there. Let's hope our man gets at least 2. Yep, we get the advantage up. And this time we'll pop Han. We'll also pop the Tactical Genius. And hopefully we get Lando to do his thing and then immediately reset. 1, 2. Oh, none of them crit. What are the chances? 2 times crit up with full crit chance mods, and you get 1 crit. Such is life. Now I'll have lost my AOE, so I'm going to back out. It is. You need to get at least 2, more than 1, otherwise it doesn't reset. Oh, that's unfortunate. I should have pretty good crit chance on this game. 44. I could probably get that up if I have a little look at my mods here. So I've got no crit chance on this mod. Got a bit of speed, but no crit chance. Let's see what this has got. I've only really just started using Lando, so his mods are not quite perfect. Let's see if there's anyone else in my roster that has a crit chance mod that might be better. Leia's just got some old junk on her. How about you? We want crit chance with crit chance, really. Nope, never mind. Let's just get back in and hope for a better RNG. That was my good chance to get in some proper damage, and I get 3 no crits. We don't mind Phasma. Oh, I thought that was going to be Phasma getting hit there. Wow, they're just piling onto GS, huh? Wow, poor GS starts off. Okay, Phasma we don't mind. So it was 11.88. See if we can get it down to at least 9.5 or something like that. Then I'll be happy to post the score. First things first. No crits. 2 crits. I'm going to save my tactical genius for Lando. Nice. And another. Only 2 crits that time, but it's better than 1. So we'll continue for now. Try to get the slow to stick. Get some turn meter. Hopefully we take out top turret this time. Ugh. Not quite. Okay, I'm going to restart that again. So yeah, it's just lacking the little bit of damage we need just to push it over. If we can get at least 1 stun down. Now, could be a case of removing JE for someone with a little bit, moving Genosian Soldier out for someone with a little bit more AoE. If my Anakin didn't suck so much, could be him. Palp, if I had him at 7 stars, though I think Palpatine would be better for a phase where you can stun all those little friend droids. Alright, let's see if we get the RNG on our side this time. 11.88. Let's get the crit. Thank you. Let's hope this hits nicely. There we go, that's more like it. And we'll get a couple of crits here. 3. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile popping him out. We'll definitely get the crit there, so we'll get the physical damage up. And then we'll get double attack here. Okay, that's more like it. Now we're going to get... So I notice you don't get turn meter off of Stormtrooper Han when you're getting attacked by the tank. It's a bit sad. Okay, let's hope we can take this down now. Oh, just short again. I'm just lacking the damage just a little bit. I'm doing the double just because I need to make sure it gets down. I know that I probably could have done it with a single, but now here's where we get the painful. We'll turn those off. We need to take down that turret before the top turret gets a turn, but it's not going to happen, sadly. So the top turret's going to come back. Oh, and it's dodged. Yeah, so this team just is lacking the DPS to get through. And then now it just starts to snowball out of it. Whoops. Oh, I hope I don't die. Now it just starts to snowball out of your control because they all start coming back. I'm going to see if we can get at least 1 tank stun down. That's my goal for today. So let's try taking GS out. Actually, no, I'll probably prefer to get Royal Guard in. Or maybe even Poe. Let's give Poe a little spin. He's looking okay. He's looking pretty tight. Needs a few little bits of gear to get him up to gear 10. But let's see if his expose works, because that could be fun. Like I say, guys, just testing out some characters today, not really going for... My A-team's kind of already been expent, so this is just for fun. And if we do manage to get 2 or 3% damage in, get him down to sort of in the low 9s, 9% health, then we'll go ahead and post. Come on, GS, get it done. His offense down is handy. Poe's offense down does stick, I noticed. I already lost my... I already didn't crit enough on that first one, did I? Lando. Having bad luck with the crits on Lando today. I'm usually pretty reliable. Yep. I wonder if Poe can actually expose. That'd be interesting to see. I'm going to swap out GS for Ray. And we'll go back to Stormtrooper Han. Maybe Ray's extra damage will be enough to push us over. Pew pew. We like Phasma getting hit because she's got a nice health pool. We don't mind Han getting hit. This goes to Phasma. That's probably about as the best we can hope for. AoE hits everyone. One more for luck. Okay. Not going to pop Han yet. How'd you reach up there with your stick, Ray? 4 crits. Now we're talking. Tactical Genius. It does remove buffs. Yeah, let's do this. Now, Lando should take down the Top Gun. No, just a slither. Typical. But I think Phasma's going to go before the Top Gun does. Do you reckon his AoE can do it, though? That's the question. Yes, it can. And it sticks 3 slows. Perfect. Now we're going to pop Han. Not going to make the mistake of wasting our... Let's hope for some nice crits. Pretty good. We've got to get that damage in quickly. Okay, 1 gun down. Unfortunately, we lost Akbar this time. Seems no matter what combination, we seem to lose someone. Oh, we got the tank down. But he's only on 11.69. 11.56. 11.49. Almost tempted to do the AoE. Yeah. Nowhere close. Let's hope we survive to be able to actually... Alright, I might be in trouble here. Okay, woof. So we did 0.4% damage. Go us. Anyway, I think it can be seen from that there's some work to be done. I think I'm going to save my teams for Phase 3 when we eventually get down there. But that's it. That's what I'm really struggling with at the moment. Like I said, if you missed it at the beginning of the episode, Phase 1, had a lot of luck with... my Jedis did okay. That was with an Imogundi lead, Ethkoth, Yoda, Anakin, and Qui-Gon Jinn. Phase 2, the droids hit real hard, did about 590k. That was good, a good few percent of damage. But mainly, the theory that I've been toying with is if you want to run a full Jawa team, you might actually wind up better off to spread your Jawas out across other teams that you think they can help, because the Jawas call in that bonus attack, and when the bonus attack lands and they call in someone who's a nice big hitter, it really helps, especially on something like droids. They were calling in IG-88 and IG-86 who were critting, then getting 50% of their turn meter back, which then in turn got them back up again, which in turn got their AoEs off, and so between HK-47 and 88's AoE, we were just shredding those turrets. I got the tank down about 3 times and just laid into it before RNG got the better of me. And I actually think I could have done better, but I had a bit of an unlucky moment there where I got a clutch dodge from a gun just when I needed to kill it, and then it gave the tank enough power to finish off my remaining guys, and then my face looked like this. Anyway, I'm not going to bother going back into that raid again until we hit phase 3. Why don't we go and have a little bit of fun in the arena? I don't even know where I am. I haven't played for a couple of days. I forgot to play my arena battles yesterday. 27, that's what happens when you don't play your arena battles. 27 to 23, we'll take on the droids. As long as my Jawa's faster than their Jawa. 210, exactly the same as mine. I don't fancy a coin toss. Yep, Omega up there on the top. Looking tasty. It's taken a lot of work. Who should I fight? I don't want to fight Donkeysaurus because he's in my guild. But he's the best target right now. I'm not going to do it though, Donkey. Let me send him a quick message. But yeah, I'll be coming back. What I might do is skip on the stream for a little while and try to get some videos of my better runs, and I'll post them up as sort of standalone videos, so you don't have to watch me refresh my battle 300 times. But just wanted to do a little bit of live play because I'm free this morning. I was just having my morning coffee, and I have my phone, and that's how easy it is to stream these days. Alright, let's take on this Lando team. Because I don't fight my guild mates. That's not cool. Hope we get that ability block on Anakin is really going to be clutch here. Why has 88 come up first? That makes no sense. He's slower than 86 is slower than 88. But he's come up first. This leaves me in a funky situation. It's got to be... I don't think I'll kill Lando. If I get the wrong assist, it won't stick, and then I'll lose. Let's try. Okay, that actually works better than the alternative. Now I can just kill him. I'll get 88. I'll get 88s off next time. Should come around pretty soon. We got some more grenades on. Still could be a little tricky. I really needed Lando down with time. I can get the ability block on. Need Jay to get off ASAP. Alright. We should be okay as long as we can get just short. It should be okay. I don't think an Anakin AoE can do anything. There we go. I wonder what happened with my 86 there. He shouldn't have been going before 88. That doesn't make sense. He's slower. Anyway. Alright guys. I think for today we're going to call it there. We'll come back with some more in-depth videos. Today was just a little bit of a mess around to play with some teams. Once the teams a little bit more nailed on, I'll probably put together a proper video where I film each phase and really try it out. Today was just an opportunity to pop on and say, hey, thanks for coming along to hang out. Good luck with those raids, because yep, they are tough. But just bear in mind, we are all under level really. Once we all hit 85, I'm sure things will brighten up. and things will get a little bit lighter. But for now, keep working on those teams. Give it your best shot. Let's get some B2 shards here. And yeah, feel free to drop by, leave in the comments any teams you've been working on, or if you're making videos yourself, guys, link them. I love to watch other people play. I love to see what people have been doing outside of the usual world-renowned YouTubers out there. It's great to just see any old video on any old YouTube channel, even if it's not something you do. Just a silent video of teams in action is always something I love to watch, to see what people are doing. Someone's going to settle upon the perfect combination to take this thing down, and then everyone's going to frantically rush to try to farm it. So the sooner we know, the sooner we can start soloing this and everyone can start arguing about shards. But for today, I'm all done. I'm going to get something to eat, do some work, I guess. Hope you have a good day. See you later. Thanks for coming along for the stream. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Bye.